Good afternoon, brothers and sisters. Today I wrote a short story titled The Man in Aisle 7, and I wanted to read it to you. This short story I tried to write in a way that shares my experience when I'm actively hallucinating, whether it's at a grocery store, when I'm seeing a movie, at a coffee shop, if I'm just walking outside. This is what I feel. This is what I go through. And so I pray that you're able to understand what I wrote and that it's clear and that it makes sense. So, like I said, guys, the title is The Man in Aisle 7. The grocery store was almost empty when Daniel walked through the automatic doors. He liked shopping late, fewer people, less noise, less chance of his mind becoming crowded with things that weren't there. He grabbed a cart and checked his list. Milk, eggs, bread, coffee. Simple. He was halfway down aisle 7 when he saw the man. He stood at the end of the aisle wearing a dark coat, completely still. His eyes were fixed on Daniel. Daniel stopped. The man smiled. Daniel looked down at his shopping list. When he looked back, the man was gone. Okay, Daniel whispered, "It's happening." He took a slow breath. His psychiatrist had taught him not to immediately trust what he saw. Check the environment, ground yourself, ask questions. Daniel touched the cold metal of the shopping cart. "I am in the grocery store. It's Wednesday. I'm buying milk." He continued walking. Then he heard footsteps behind him. He turned. Nothing. He turned back. The man in the dark coat was standing beside the cereal. Daniel froze. This time there was something different. The man was holding a carton of milk. Daniel stared at him. The man stared back. "You dropped this," he said. Daniel looked down. A small photograph lay beside his shoe. He picked it up. His stomach tightened. The photograph showed Daniel standing outside his apartment. On the back was written, "You are not imagining me." Daniel dropped it. The lights above him flickered. Suddenly, 3 people appeared at the end of the aisle. A woman in a red coat, an elderly man, a little girl holding a balloon. None of them moved. Daniel's heart hammered against his chest. He blinked. The aisle was empty. He blinked again. They were back. "I'm hallucinating," he whispered. The little girl smiled. "No," she said. Daniel's blood went cold. The woman's head slowly turned toward the security camera above them. Then she pointed. Daniel followed her finger. The security camera was moving, watching him. He grabbed his cart and hurried toward the checkout. "Sir?" Daniel stopped. The cashier was staring at him. "You okay?" Daniel looked behind him. The man in the dark coat stood at the end of the aisle. The woman in red stood beside him. The little girl held her balloon. The cashier frowned. "Sir." Daniel swallowed. "Do you see them?" The cashier looked toward the aisle. Her face suddenly went pale. She whispered, "Oh my God." Daniel's heart stopped. "What?" The cashier looked directly at him. "There isn't anyone there." Daniel stared at her. Then the lights went out. For 3 seconds, the store was completely dark. When they came back on, the aisle was empty. So was the photograph. Daniel stood frozen beside his cart. Then the cashier slowly pointed toward the automatic doors. A man in a dark coat was walking out of the store. Daniel watched him disappear into the parking lot. The cashier whispered, "Wasn't that the man you were talking about?" Daniel turned toward her. "You saw him?" She shook her head. "No." A pause. "I saw you talking to someone." Daniel looked back through the glass doors. The parking lot was empty. On his grocery list, beneath milk, eggs, bread, coffee, someone had written 4 words in handwriting he didn't recognize. "I will see you tomorrow." So that's kind of That's kind of what I go through on a daily basis, to where I'm trying to figure out, is what I'm seeing real, or is it a hallucination? Whether it has to do with people, animals, figures, shadows, spirits, whatever you want to call them. Every day I'm questioning, is this real? And so I just wanted to share this with you, because this is an example of in a grocery store, to where I sometimes freak out. I get very confused, and I don't know what to believe. So I just want to say thank you for spending some time with me, and I just want you to know that you're not alone. You are loved. You are important. You are a child of God, and you're not in this alone. So you have people who love you and care about you, like myself. So please reach out if you ever need to talk. So thank you guys so much. This Schizophrenic is out. Peace.